I've been a channel. But last night I just came on here just to see if it was legitimate, like if everything's going to work like it should, because I'm new to doing these lives on on YouTube because I did a lot of them on Facebook, but never on here, and I didn't know how this worked. But you guys came on last night. I was on like 5 minutes, and it had like 15 people that came on. But that means it's working. That's a good thing. But let me just give a brief introduction of who I am and what this channel is going to be about, and because you guys want to know, I'm pretty sure you want to know why you're here, right? Number one, my name is Jimmie Williams. I've been doing real estate for about 15 years. So I primarily do real estate, finance, and I do a lot of coaching in both areas. Okay. But on this channel, the purpose of this channel is specifically real estate, and it's in the title. It's all things real estate with Jimmie Williams. And guys, thank you for subscribing. One of the reasons I'm doing this is because there's a lot of people that are in some of my other groups and some other circles that my colleagues, they have certain products. Some of my colleagues, they have real estate software. They have other companies, and they want their students to get coaching, and they send them to me. But I'm just here to kind of answer questions. That's what this channel is mostly about. When you come on here, if you don't know anything about real estate, I'll be the guy you can talk to. All right. I'm going to try to do these 3 to 5 times a week. I've got to make sure I have my schedule balanced here in Atlanta, Georgia, because I do a lot of things outside, and I do some other coaching, and I have some other programs that I do. But I want to make sure that I serve you guys well. I want to make sure that you get what you signed up for. So I'll just wait and see if there's some people that come on here, because sometimes the algorithm takes a few minutes to start bringing people in. But as soon as you come on, guys, you can introduce yourselves and let me know who you are, and I'll definitely let you guys know more about what I do. But until people come on, I can, because this is recorded. But yeah, I've been doing this about 15 years. I've been very successful with coaching and helping other people find their niche in real estate. I've been successful at helping people get business funding for their companies and for their real estate businesses. Those are two areas that I've been really good at. Um, and I really want to learn myself personally more about real estate development. That's some of the things I'm getting into now. But when it comes to fix and flip, buy and hold, so fix and flip properties, that's when you buy it, fixer upper, sell it, put it back on the market, kind of like those shows you see. I got that. I got a team of people that do it, and I can teach it. Okay. If some of you guys want to learn how to just be wholesalers, which wholesale is pretty easy, but it's easy, but as I said last night, it's difficult. When I say easy, you basically put a property in the contract for someone else, and you just take it and find an end buyer for it. With an assignable contract, you send it over to them, and then you make yourself 5 or 10 thousand in the middle. But when I said it was hard, I was just what I was saying. What I meant by that is sometimes you don't have a lot of people that can actually. Thank you. You don't have a lot of people that can actually. They don't really know how to wholesale, and they get frustrated with deals because by the time you get the real estate deal, 5 other people have it. It's a daisy chain, and you just can't make money that way. Okay, and so it's frustrating. So I probably went a year and a half before I did my first real estate deal, first wholesale deal, and it wasn't very much money. Okay, so the frustration is very hard. So I always, hey there, thank you, sir, Mr. Sharma. Um, and if you have any questions, guys, see, it's really hard for me to see the comments. But if you have a question about real estate, you want to know something, something about a property you're trying to sell or buy, or you want, just my advice, you can put the comment down there so I can see it. Hopefully, I can see it. Where are you from, mate? I'm actually in Atlanta, Georgia, sir. Where are you? I can tell by what you said. Are you from you're from Europe? Mate. I hear that word mate, but I hear some Europeans say that word, but it's cool. We say man over here, right? Yeah, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, sir. Grew up in Florida, born in New York, grew up in Florida, moved to Atlanta, Georgia in 2016. Pardon me, 2018. Been here ever since. India. Oh wow. India. Awesome. India in the house. All right. Um, so yeah, so I do what I'm doing this live for, sirs. I basically do coaching globally, okay? Real estate coaching. Now, I will say this, the real estate here in the US is a little bit different than overseas, but some of the principles are the same. Okay? So you can ask me any question about it if you're not really seasoned in it. That's what I'm here to do. But so I primarily help people buy and sell multifamily property like hotels, motels, uh, you know, uh, land deals, developments, portfolios, things like that. and I help them buy and sell single family homes. They just regular homes. In Atlanta, Georgia, here the market here is right now is a seller market, seller's market. So you'll make more money selling your property than buying right now. But the process of learning real estate has been a journey for me. And there's so many people out there that really need what they really need is they need someone to kind of take them by the hand and help them circumvent the problems like that I had. Right, I was so frustrated because I couldn't find good deals. I had nobody to teach me anything. How you doing, man? Thank you, sir. So the frustration was so bad because, I wanted to make money with real estate, and I kept failing. I kept failing, kept failing. My wife was like, "But maybe you need to just go get a job." And I'm like, "Get a job? I don't want a job." So I didn't really do that. I just kept at it. I kept going. I kept going. I kept going, and I finally found a mentor for myself. Okay, my mentor was a really awesome. He was actually. I still talk to him occasionally, but he had his own business. He was really good at real estate. He was a realtor and he was an appraiser. And he taught me how to go out and how to find good properties. This guy was so good, man. He had all these lists that he would get from somewhere. These good lists from these properties. I mean, these properties like $100 million. Hotels in Vegas and things like that. And he would send them to me. He said, "Jimmy, all I need you to do is go out and find me a buyer for these deals." And man, let me tell you, I started listening to this guy. He told me what to do, how to do it. That's the power of having a mentor. Mentors help you circumvent drama and problems. Okay. He said, "Don't do this. Stay away from that and do this over here." And I did exactly what he told me to do. And lo and behold, I started finding buyers. And I went out there and man, I messed around and got a buyer for the deal. We got the paperwork together. We worked that deal for like 3 months. And this deal was, like I said, it's worth 100 million. So if you're a wholesaler and you sell a property for $100 million, if you find a buyer and a seller and bring them together and the paperwork's done correctly, you as the wholesaler can make 3% of $100 million. Hello? Do the math on that, guys. Okay. If you get a $100 million deal, let's say it's a hotel or a casino, or a group of big properties downtown, like high rises, you get paid 3%, right? That's a hell of a lot more than you even being sometimes trying to be an agent. You can just be a realtor. Realtors make 6%, but these big deals, they don't want realtors on them. They want the wholesaler because the wholesaler is getting 3%. Realtors want 6%. So 3% of 100 million, we were supposed to make $3 million on that deal. $3 million. All I did was I brought a buyer, right? This guy over here, he sent me the property. So by the time we got close to closing, man, we had like 4 or 5 people on that deal. It was me and my mentor was on it, and then we had a couple of the buyer's rep and the seller's rep. And it looks like something went bad at the closing when we got ready to close this deal, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Now, mind you, I worked for like 4 months on this deal, and I haven't got paid a dime. That's the risk you take when you're wholesaling. You don't get paid until the closing. Okay, I don't care how much you bring the deal together. You bring the buyer and the seller together. They start talking, and you know what I mean. You sign the agreement, and nothing. Nobody gets any money until the final check is cut. The closing attorney's there, the title company's there, and everybody gets paid. But anything can go wrong, especially on multifamily deals. And just like clockwork, man, the deal went bad toward the closing. And I was sitting there, I was literally in tears because something happened where the seller wasn't happy with the buyer, with the terms, something on the sub fee agreement. And they kind of saw certain things that they didn't like about the property. The buyer didn't. And all of a sudden he said, "I'm out." I'm sitting here, I'm like literally in tears because we were going to make a ton of money. And I probably wouldn't be here right now. I'd probably be traveling the world, guys, if I made that kind of money. And this was like 7 years ago. I wouldn't be here now teaching real estate because I'd probably be traveling with my wife. Right. So sometimes when things happen and you don't get the deals you want, it's a good thing sometimes for you, and not just for you, but for the benefit of the other people around you. Because some people out there need what you're offering. Like you guys, I wouldn't be here teaching you right now, and so it all happened for the best. But I tell you, I didn't get any sleep that night. I could not sleep. I was so frustrated, and I didn't understand how this business worked. So eventually, my mentor told me, "Get back up again, get back into it again. I need you, Jimmy, to focus and get back in the game." I mean, you think about that, guys. You work for 4 months, you bring this deal together, you bring this buyer and seller together. It's $100 million deal. Everybody's going to be happy. And at the end, one small thing killed the deal. We didn't get paid. What I learned about real estate at that time was you have to have patience. You have to make sure that when you bring the deal together, there's not too many. I will help you just because in my town, real estate is on fire. All right, good, good. Mr. Sharma says in his town back in India, there's real estate is really good there. Awesome, man. Okay. Well, I'll have to fly to India though to come do deals in India with you. Okay. So I gotta get over there first. 'Cause I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and I do deals in the US. But if everything's right on paper and it's a really good deal, then I'll see if I can come over there. But what I learned about real estate, I got distracted there, was that you win some, you lose some. Okay. The best realtors and investors and the people that do this, they have longevity. Longevity is something that most people don't talk about. You can't just jump in real estate and want something for nothing, or you can't jump in one day and just want a deal to go, to get a big deal and you ain't put any work in. Just like anything else, I had to pay my dues. I thought that I was going to jump in and make $1 million my first year. That didn't happen. Okay, I barely made $10,000. But my mentor told me, stick with it. I see that you're zealous, you're hungry, you want this, and I told him, I'm not going to quit. And so here's what I did. So after that deal failed, I saw the need to go and try to help other people and help them with the pitfalls, some of the things the mistakes I was making after doing this about 6 months. And I started a Facebook group. Right, it's a big group now. It's like 37,000 members now. Okay, and I have people from all over the world in that group, but it's a really good real estate group, and I have like 20,000 wholesalers in that group. We have probably 10,000 agents and realtors in there. I probably have, I don't know, 2,000 title companies in that group. We have guys that do, we have real estate developers in that group. Okay, a ton of them. We have lenders in their group. Like I said, we got title companies. We even have guys in there. The biggest group in there are newbies. They don't really know what they're doing yet. We probably have 30,000 in there, maybe 25 or 30,000 newbies. Most of those folks in there are new. You have a few that are really seasoned. Maybe 10,000 of them are seasoned. But everyone in there is learning and exchanging ideas. They're bringing properties to each other. They're trying to promote, sell this person's property, and this person's trying to get a deal closed. This person, you know, has a lender. And now I have a really good lender too that's in the group, but there's probably 30 lenders in that group that want to come in there, and they're helping people get their deals funded. I like the group, and it's I'm not in there very much because now I'm doing other things, but I will put the link if I can. It's hard to do it here, but I'm gonna once this live is over, I will send you a link so you can join my Facebook group so you can see what it is. But back to what I was saying about being in real estate, you have to pick and choose what you want to do in real estate. You can't be a jack of all trades. You got to find something that really suits you. If you're going to do multifamily property, you need to learn everything you can. Go to every seminar that you can to learn about hotels, motels, um, you know, big buildings downtown like Miami and Fort Lauderdale and Jacksonville. That's all in Florida. Up here where I'm at, you got Atlanta, Georgia. You have Charlotte, North Carolina. These big cities have these big buildings downtown, and a lot of them sometimes, they're filled with office space in them, and they're for sale. Well, you have to know how to get in that industry. You just can't go and pick up the phone and find them. You need to find someone who has access to those lists. I did find this out about some of the realtors. Let's see, is there any more questions here? Not yet. I found out that realtors don't really want to do those big deals that you see down there because the building owners don't want to pay them. They don't want to pay them 6%. They'd rather find a guy like me or you as a wholesaler and say, hey, listen, Jimmy, I'll pay you 3% if you can find me a buyer for my building or for my property. So if you want to stick with that niche, you're gonna have to dig in deep. You're gonna do your research on it. I can teach you how to do it. I can teach you how to find those kind of deals. Because with real estate and multifamily, you make more money on one deal than you would make on 10 small deals. All right. I'd rather make $100,000 any day than to make $10,000 on a small deal. Okay. You sell a building for $10 million. Okay. You're looking at 3% of that is $300,000. A $10 million building, your commission or your fee would be 3% as a wholesaler. All you do is you go find the seller, you find the buyer, you bring those two together, and you will make $300,000. That's enough for you to get paid. Well, some people don't make $300,000 in a year or 2 years. My first year doing this, I probably made, yeah, about 12 grand. That's all I made. My best year, I probably made like a half a million doing it. Okay, and that was a combination of helping people get business loans and getting deals done with real estate, all to combine together. But there's big money to be made if you're willing to commit to it. All right, but you've got to, number one, you've got to find a way to get access to good deals. If you can find a mentor or somebody that's in the industry that can say, hey, listen, I'll send you my deals every month. You just make sure you vet them. Don't send me no fake buyers. And you know, and the second thing you got to do is you got to learn how to find buyers. I gave this nugget to somebody else on another video I just did, but most people don't want to do the work. They don't want to go out and find buyers. They want to ask me for a buyer. Okay. Or ask your friend, hey, I got a property, I want to buy it. Holy cow, 6%. Okay. Holy cow, 6%, mate. My interest rate for my business loan is 10%. That is very well. You did you get like did you get what kind of loan did you get, Sharma? What kind of loan was it? Was it a cash advance loan or was it a term loan? 6%. Okay, so when I say 6%, that's in the US. That's what real that's what agents, that's what the realtor gets. The closing agent, the agent on the buyer side and the agent on the seller side, it's 3% and 3%. Okay. Sometimes if the agent does both sides, they get the 6%, which is. But what I'm saying is, when you have $100 million property, no owner wants to pay 6%. All right, you're saying 10% is a lot, yeah. Overdraft limit. Nobody wants to pay that kind of money, so they try to find guys like me that say, hey, listen, I'll pay you 3% because that's a lot of money for them. $100 million property, nobody wants to pay um, you know an agent $6 million. Who want to do that, right? And I found that problem. And here's another problem I found. I found out a lot of agents, they don't like guys like us, like realtors. They don't, or pardon me, they don't like investors or wholesalers because they feel like we're taking their money. But we have to work just as hard as them. You know, they get mad at us because we're only charging 3%. They're charging 6%. Well, if you're a business owner, if you own a building, any day you're gonna pick a guy like me over somebody for 6%. 3% difference is a big difference on $1 million loan, right? Or $1 million deal. So 3% on a million is 30,000, right? Well, if you go to an agent and the agent sells that property, you're gonna pay 60,000. Anybody that can do basic math is gonna say, you know what, I don't want to do that. I want to save my money. And I found it extremely hard. This happened to me a few years ago where I got into flat out arguments and fights with some of these realtors. They was like, hey, I don't want to work with you guys. You guys are taking money out of my pocket. And so if you look at my group, again, I'm putting a link down there. My group, we have a lot of people that are working together now, and I try to make sure that I've helped that business relationship to help these guys, these men and women work together. Because if we don't work together, then what are we doing? Okay, and if they're and I don't like the drama and the trolling and all the negative stuff in my group. So I kind of kick those people out of the group because we try to keep the atmosphere light, good energy in the group. If you see a realtor that doesn't like you, don't argue in my group. Don't talk about it. Just don't work with them. Find somebody who'll work with you. And then, after doing it for a while, my wife and I did discover a few realtors that were awesome. They were great to work with. And so we got a lot accomplished and we were able to grow that group to where it is now. And, it's just exciting to see our company take off and other people are getting help. Somebody said something here. Some banks fixed deposit gives 77% to 8% here. Oh, wow. Wow. So you're saying 7 to 8% on your money. So if you put $1,000 in there, they'll give you $70 on that. Is that per month, Sharma? 7 to 8% is really good. That's better than in the US. It's fixed deposit. Is that you're saying if you go and invest your money with a bank? Is that what you're saying? I'll wait for you to answer me that. But yeah, guys, I think what I want to do now is I just want to cover one more thing before I go. Let me get a glass of water here. Yeah. So Sharma, if you can hear me, if you can answer that question, is that if you put your money in the bank? Is that what you're saying? Like an investment? Let it sit there. Let's see. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but if you can, give me the answer to that if you can. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I've been on for like 20 minutes now, guys, and you kind of, pardon me. You guys, the only person that's been on here is Mr. Sharma. I don't see anybody else. Or if you guys are watching, that's okay. But yeah. So just to recap before I talk about the last point, this channel is for you to get information on all things real estate. It could be tiny homes. I'm getting into that industry. It can be single family homes, multifamily properties, which is hotels, motels, you know what I mean, casinos, etc. Large buildings downtown. I also do land development deals, land deals. Okay, we can talk about trailers are a big industry here, but I don't really like the real estate behind trailers. But we do trailers. I can teach you how to go and find good trailer deals, like trailer parks, etc. And we talk about Airbnb on this channel. I'm going to be talking about the best methods of funding, which one of the best methods of funding is. I'll talk about that for a minute. It's called DSCR. And if you don't know what DSCR is, go Google it. But basically, what DSCR is if you can get business, you can get a loan now for a property if it's a hotel or a motel, just based on the revenue that it does. So if you get a hotel that has, let's say, 90% occupancy, right? So let's say you have 100 rooms in that hotel, right? So you have 90 of them that's making, us say, it's paying you $1,000 a month. Let's say 2,000 a month. Here in Atlanta, the average apartment downtown is $2,000 a month. That's crazy, right? 2,000 US dollars per month. You got 90 of them. Okay, so you have $180,000 a month of revenue coming in. So you just basically 2,000 times, the 90 units, right? Um, if you think about it, that's a lot of money. So if you go to a DSCR bank, what they will do is they will say, "Hey, listen, I see the cash flow. We will loan you XYZ just because of the cash flow, without looking at credit or anything." Sometimes you can have a bad credit score. You can be like a 600, 500, whatever you want to. As long as you can show on paper, they see the rent rolls and they say, "Oh well, listen, this is a slam dunk home run," and those are the easiest loans to get on big properties now. A lot of people are doing that because they don't really have 20 and 30% down. Sometimes they get big deals, get the big loans for 10 million. You have to sometimes come out of pocket with, if it's $10 million deal, you got to come out of pocket with 3 million. Okay. And the lender will give you the other 7 million. But most people don't have 3 million. You got to go find an investor to give you that money, right? Well, with the DSCR, it's a little bit different. You can almost put next to nothing down as long as that property is doing the revenue, 90 to 95% occupancy rate. I've never seen anything like that. So that's telling me something about what's going on in the US here. We are a country that's big on cash flow. If there's no cash flow, you can't get no money. All right. Sharma, I was still waiting for you to answer that question, but I guess you are not there anymore. But so what I'm going to do now, guys, I got to go. I got to jump on another call. But I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know I'm here for any questions you might have. I'm going to post another video talking about one of my coaching programs. If you want one-on-one coaching with me, you want access to my resources, you want to be a part of my team and grow your business, and you have real estate deals. Um, I will be there to help you. Okay. And I have a certain program for it. Okay, so you answered my question. You said my parents do fixed deposit. My younger brother do like you. He does everything world, but never forgot to invest in real estate. We are dealing electrical panel manufacturing. Wow, beautiful, man. That's awesome. Do me a huge favor, man, if you can. If you could put your email address in the chat, let's keep in touch. Okay. That's fantastic, man. So yeah, your parents do the fixed deposit. Your other brothers like me. Okay. Try to have them on here sometimes. I'm going to try to do this maybe 3 times a week. I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because I just started this thing, and that's probably the route we're going to go because I think this is a really good thing we're doing here. Let's see. Yeah, if you want to, just put your email down there or go to my page and Go to my page and go to this video and put your email address in there. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how can I tap. Let me see if I can put my information here too. Hold on. Let's see if I can do a message here. Tap chat. Let's see. How do I put a message in here? Just give me some time here. I'm getting this is I'm new to all this stuff, guys. Hold on. Live chat. How do I put my chat in there? I'm trying to put my thing in here. Hmm. I can't see how to put my information in here, guys. I got to go back and talk to my wife about this. Remember your privacy. Hmm. I don't know how to put my chat in there. My message in there. That sucks. When I get done with this, I promise you, the next one that we do, I'll be a little more educated. I'll know how to send messages, but I can't even. I don't even know how to put my information in the chat. But I want to give you my email address too. But just go and look at the video because I'm gonna stop the live right now. Go look at the video and you can message me privately. I'll put my email in the chat and you can respond to my email so we can keep in touch. But we'll talk more about this next time, all right? Um Electrical panel manufacturer. I want to hear more about that business. All right. Electrical because the panel business is big here too in Georgia. It's big in the US. But I want to know more about that. Let's see here. Mechanical you find. All right. Let me type that in there now. Let's see. Electrical. I'm typing it in right now. All right, let's see if I can find you. Oh, I found you guys. Is it let's see. Is it indiamart.com? Is that you guys? Indiamart.com? Is that you guys right there? Is that you guys? Okay, cool. Awesome. Fantastic, man. I like that. Okay. Awesome. I'll look into this. Let's um let's talk next time, okay? My let me do this. Oh, okay. I'll give you my basic email, okay? My basic email is Jimmie Jimmie 1975, like the year. I was born in 75, at gmail.com. Jimmie Jimmie 1975 at gmail.com, okay? And let's keep in touch, okay, Mr. Sharma? I'm gonna look at your products here, man, and hopefully I'll see you back on the live next time, okay? All right, guys. I gotta go. And like I said, I'm gonna shoot for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I may do my lives a little bit later in the evening because I'm noticing it's not a lot of people on. Last night I did a live, I had like 30 people on there within 10 minutes. So I'm thinking at night might be a little bit better. But I will to my you guys, who watch me, I'll put out videos and let you know when I'm gonna be doing what I'm doing, as long as you're a subscriber, okay? All right, man. See you, mate. Bye bye.